Welcome. I want to talk to you today about a cool new feature that's available in Excel 2010 called Sparklines. Sparklines allow you to create some amazing charts that you can use for your presentation needs, similar to the chart shown here. Some of my favorite books about presentation design include the ones by Nancy Duarte and Gar Reynolds. In these books, you'll see amazing examples of presentations. A common theme among these presentations is that charts are very simple and easy to understand. In these books, you'll see charts similar to this one, which shows NFL rushing trends over the last 10 years. This is example data that I grabbed from NFL.com and used Excel Sparklines to create a chart. One of the things I've done here that Excel Sparklines makes so easy to do is to highlight some of the high points or low points. For example, 2003, the year in which the rushing average was the highest, is highlighted in green. In 2010, the year in which the rushing average was the lowest, is highlighted in red. Now, if you've used Excel before, you know that creating charts is anything but simple and easy. It's gotten better over the years, but there are still some issues as far as getting those nice, elegant charts that we like to see in presentations. However, there's a new feature in Office 2010, or particularly in Excel 2010, called Sparklines that can help out a lot. If you open up Excel 2010, go to the Insert tab, and then you'll see the section Sparklines, which I've highlighted here in red. Sparklines are a cool idea that were created by Edward Tufte, world-renowned visual data expert. Here's an example from Microsoft that shows how Sparklines can be used. You'll have these departments for a particular department, and each of the departments has a sparkline to show the trends in their cells. You'll notice that the sparkline is very small. It fits in about the size of one Excel cell. In addition to showing the trend, the sparkline also highlights the lowest month for sales and the highest month in sales, noted by the red and the green marks there. Sparklines are very good at showing trends and highlighting individual data points. However, they're a bit small to be used for presentation needs. If we can get rid of that limitation of them being so small, they can become very powerful in helping you to create powerful charts for your presentation needs. Let's jump into Excel. So now that we're in Excel, the first thing we want to do is select the years from our data source. We're going to select all the years 2001 through 2010. Control C to copy that. I'm going to find an open area in our worksheet, and we're going to do a paste special. We're going to use special because we want to use this transpose feature right here, which actually takes the data and maps it from a vertical placement to a horizontal placement. Next, we want to find a cell where we're going to put our sparkline. And as I mentioned before, the sparklines are a little small typically because they fit in one cell. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand this cell so we can get a larger area for our sparkline. So we're going to select all the cells in this range right here. Now I'm just arbitrarily choosing a height here, but we want to make sure that the width goes throughout our whole data set from years 2001 through 2010. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to merge and center. This basically makes one cell out of these 50 cells that we had selected or such here. And now we're going to go to our data source, the average yards per game. We're going to select the data here, go to Insert, Sparklines, Column. We're going to select our merged cell as our destination. Click on OK, and we have our chart. As I mentioned earlier, Excel offers several features that are pretty cool. You can take the highest point for the chart, highlight that. Likewise, you can do the same thing for the lowest point in the chart. One of the things you notice here is that the chart starts pretty much at 0, or it tries to balance it out so that it looks like it's starting at 0. By going up here to the axis button, clicking on the custom value and setting the value, minimum value equal to actually 0. And it fixes that. Now the next thing that we are going to do is, if you look at our chart, we don't have any border. So we're going to select the chart, go back to the tab, we're going to select a left border, and we're going to select a bottom border. Now if you look at our chart, we have borders add some values here for the minimum value and the top value here. Another thing that we are going to do, copy and paste some of the numbers from my previous chart, but you get the picture. These are actually text boxes here, and the reason why I use text boxes rather than just additional columns for the headers is because if you start playing with the text boxes, then the text won't necessarily fit in the columns, so you'll have to resize the columns, and that might resize the chart as well. So if you use text boxes, you won't have that issue, and you can also just make sure that the background in your text box is set to transparent in case you copy and paste into some kind of document that has a different background color. Okay, so we have everything for our chart here. One thing you'll notice is that Excel still has these little gray grid lines that we want to get rid of. So we're just going to go up here to View, get rid of the grid lines by unchecking that, and there we go. So we're going to now select our chart because the object is to copy this into a presentation. So we're going to Control C again to copy that into our clipboard, to PowerPoint, right click onto our presentation, and there's a bunch of options here under paste, but the one that we're interested in is paste picture. If we do that, it will paste a picture, a screenshot of the chart we just created in PowerPoint, and we are done. And there you have it. We've used Excel Sparklines to create an amazing chart using some sample data from NFL.com. Art, in my opinion, is simple and easy to understand. That concludes this lesson. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, you can reach me at my email address, jw@jeromeware.com, or you can visit my website, jeromeware.com. Thank you.